I'm going to take every Queen song, and there's a lot of them, and I'm going to rank them in order of my favourites, and it's going to be awesome. Recently, while remembering Freddie Mercury's death, it was his 30th anniversary just recently, I began thinking more on revisiting an old project that I had been wanting to do for a while, which was to rank every Queen song in order of my favourites. I've always liked Queen and I've always liked lists of things, but putting 210 songs in some kind of order has always been a daunting prospect. But now, thanks to spreadsheets, I can tackle this with relative ease. Sort of. And if you're here, then you are mildly curious as to what I'm going to decide. If you want to skip to the final result, it won't be in this video. No, we're going to enjoy the crap out of the process and of the journey on this one. If you want to know the backgrounds to all of this, I did that in a previous video, so you can go and look at that. But let's get this done. Okay, firstly, before we deal with anything else, I'm picking based on my favourites. There will be some song matchups where you'll be screaming at the screen for me to choose differently than what I do, but I'm being true to my tastes. That's the wonderful thing about opinion, mine is always right. Secondly, how did I get to 210 Queen songs? What am I using? So if you take every song from all the albums, including Thank God It's Christmas, 1997's No One But You, and the 3 songs from the 2014 release Forever, it comes to 181 songs. I haven't included Queen plus Paul Rodgers here because I embarrassingly haven't heard it, but I have included the Smile album because April Lady is just too good. The next 14 tracks are B-sides, ranging from things like Mad the Swine through to Hang On in there. Then there's 15 other demos and extra tracks, kind of like Rock and Rio Blues and the Under Pressure-esque Feel Like, and also songs like Silver Salmon. Some of these 210 Queen songs you will know really well, and others will be totally new. I've always said that Queen's unknown songs are better than their greatest hits, so now I'll actually be able to see if that's true. Thirdly, I'm going to attempt to list all the songs in order, and this mammoth task I'm using a type of round robin system called Swiss. Originally Swiss was a chess tournament structure, but I first encountered it playing Star Wars miniatures, and it was a system that we used extensively to quickly get a reasonably accurate order of the players from a minimal amount of games. It works by pairing competitors against someone of equal status in terms of points, and as each round progresses, you refine those pairings and they become increasingly accurate as you gather more data. For a group of 8 players, you would need 3 rounds to get a fairly accurate order. For a group of 16, you would need 4 rounds. To get an order out of 210 players, you would need 8 rounds. That's 105 pairings each round. This is going to take forever. Done. I'm also going to use a scoring system that we used in our Star Wars miniatures competitions, mainly because I'm familiar with it and I know how it works. It's called the 3-2-1 system, and for our purposes it works like this. In an absolute whitewash win, where one track is way better than another, it'll be given a 3-0 win, 3 points for the winner and no points for the loser. For a strong win, we'll still award the winner 3 points, but we'll give the loser a point. A closer win will only award the winner 2 points, but the loser will gain nothing. And for the slimmest of margins between tracks, we'll score that 2-1. I have no idea whether this is going to work or not, but that's where the fun of this is. Tracks that end up on the same amount of points will be differentiated in 3 ways. First, by the amount of 3-point wins they have, secondly by their win percentage, and thirdly by the strength of the tracks they've already beaten. Beating a higher track on the list will be worth more than beating a lower track. Now my awesome spreadsheet has been coded to tabulate this, and as I enter results for each pairing, it will count them and log them for me, as well as ranking them as we go. It will collect data on which albums are doing the best and also which songwriters are doing the best. At the end of every round we will repair and repeat the process until after 8 rounds we will have our champion. The first round will be randomised pairs. Sounds easy and completely without problems of any kind. Okay, well let's do round 1 and see if this is truly as mad as it is starting to feel. Okay, here we go. Just gonna start at the start and just see how long this takes. 20 minutes maybe? I don't know. We'll fast forward through some stuff. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so first song, Party versus Marriage of Dale and Ming. I'm not gonna like do this big long extreme thing for all of them because you'll die, but the Party, first song on the Miracle album, that was one of the first songs of theirs that I actually really heard and really fell in love with, so that's a big win. And Marriage of Dale and Ming with Flash approaching, while it is really awesome and like intense for the film for what it's doing, it doesn't hold a candle to that, so let's go through. And that one is a straightforward 3-0. And that's how it's going to work. Let's do that another 104 times. Dead on Time, 7 Seas of Rye. Ooh. Someone's going to hate me for this. Oh. Really sorry. Okay, we're at the first of our demo tracks, and it's Affairs, which is from the around the Miracle album time, and Flash's theme, reprised victory celebrations, is a big rousing number at the end of the film, and Affairs is this quite beautiful melodic thing, and yeah, it's interesting. Affairs obviously is incredibly rough, but it's not bad. So I'm gonna do that, and we'll just see what happens. Okay, so this is the core of things. Another One Bites the Dust. Greatest hit. So much fun to play on a guitar. Ogre Battle. Like this old, classic, brutal song with so much teeth. This hurts. I feel awful doing that. And actually I feel like it's that. They can't all be number one. So this is like a huge matchup for me because I love both these songs with a passion you'll never fully be able to understand. Okay, Night Comes Down, such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of music from their first album. Supposedly the one song from the original Delane Lee recordings, which they just couldn't get right when they re-recorded it, so that's the absolute original, apparently. And then Let Me In Your Heart Again, a song that was released in the 2014 Forever, so one of the last versus one of the first, and I love them both. I don't know. Oh, I have to go that way. It's a beautiful song. had to happen. It's a first round matchup. First round matchup between Somebody to Love and Bohemian Rhapsody. I was driving in the car with someone today and they said, when I asked what's their favourite Queen song, they said, well, you can't go past Bohemian Rhapsody, that's got to be number one, doesn't it? Sorry, I really like that song. Bohemian Rhapsody is a killer, but Somebody to Love, it's just on another level. Final matchup of the first round. Yeah, the like 3-second thing of Freddie going yeah, which hardly counts as a song, but it's in here, versus Impromptu. So it's a live at Wembley thing. So it's 2 seconds of yeah versus like this impromptu jam they had at Wembley, and that goes to the Wembley Jam because, you know, it's going to take a lot to lose to yeah. Okay, that only took 28 minutes and 17 seconds, so that's not bad. Okay, that was quite interesting. It took about as long as I thought it would to the first round, so we have 7 more to go. Very, very early days, and some really interesting statistics. But this is the first round, lots of 3-0 blowouts. So far, 68 3-point wins versus only 37 2-point wins, so lots of blowouts. Day at the Races on top, followed by News of the World and Queen 2. That's, you know, that's alright. There's heaps of songs that are all have 3-point wins, so like it's just a log jam for first place. So at the moment that doesn't really matter. I think it's too early to tell what some of these songwriting things are going to look like. Yeah, who knows? It's going to be fun. We'll know more when we start round 2. It's going to take me a while to edit this video for you anyway. We'll get on to round 2 as soon as we can. But we've started. That's the main thing. Let's just see where this goes. I will see you for round 2 at some point in the future.